Forget about your Second Amendment rights to gun ownership. You don't need it. Even if you have your house full of AR-15s, we have nuclear weapons, drones, and jets. You will be pulverized before you even shoot the first round. Wow, wow, wow. You almost got me there, Sleepy Joe. But again, if they are of no use, what are you so concerned about? Welcome to EOR Show with Elias Sanabria. There is something very unusual about gun ownership going on lately. It is very important to know this to be well prepared for what's coming up. Stay here with me. California assault guns ban is being challenged for the first time in 30 years. Completely unprecedented. In Texas, their new gun law is allowing almost everyone to own and carry a concealed weapon. Amazing. On the other side, and I quote, if you think you need to have a weapon to take on the government, you need F-15s and some nuclear weapons. Wow. I know everyone is familiar with Joe Biden's self-humiliating cognitive and speech impairments and his random stupidity during his off-script talking points, but this thing he said about guns, if you pay close attention, is not so random after all. There are things that are just part of his nature. He often talks like a castrated individual, weak, no identity, no dignity, and many times such deficiency makes him hate everyone else, who is the opposite of his own personal profile. That's why he hates Americans so much. Good Americans. Take a look at this video.
The fortunate thing is I didn't have many larger contributors, and the only reason, see, I went to the big guys for the money. I was ready to prostitute myself in the manner in which I talk about it, but what happened was they said, come back when you're 40, son, and so I had to go out.
Oh, I believe him. Weak, no identity, no dignity, and hates the good Americans? You know, the people that like him probably is clearly because they identify themselves with him. What a disaster. But going back to the initial point, he clearly doesn't give a crap whether the American people are preparing themselves to fight against the tyranny of the current government, or whether they just want their constitutional rights to be respected. Not at all. First of all, he's clearly on his way out. He doesn't care anymore about anything. Second, he's a whore, remember? He's just conveying the message he was given, which makes it all more important. Because why is the government so concerned about gun ownership lately? There has always been a concern at some point, but lately we're seeing very unusual things happening on both sides of the arena. So here's my take. I believe the government can't sleep at night lately. I know they know that we know they have been running America like dictators. And they can see a civil revolution coming up their way. They are provoking it. They just don't know when or how. That's why they don't want you to have a gun. That according to them will be of no use against them. What an interesting irony, isn't it? Here's a more interesting fact. And you might want to double check that, but in most states, it's not illegal to make your own guns, as long as you don't sell them, of course. Federal law has no issue whatsoever with that. If you don't have one, make one. Because first of all, the US Army is not going to kill its own people and family to defend Joe Biden. Come on. And so far, we know that most government officials are a bunch of cowards that pee on their pants just by seeing patriots gathering in front of the White House. There will be of no use. We have to defend our Second Amendment, our home and our country, period. If you like the content, please share and subscribe. A lot of more great news coming up soon. Thank you.